So tonight I saw David Cronenberg's new film, Crimes of the Future. Finally saw that. It took a while for it to come out around me, and it took a while for some reason to find a local showing that wasn't like 40 minutes away. So I finally got to see this movie, and I'm going to do a little quick review of it along with Fire Island that was dropped on Hulu a couple weeks ago. So yeah. I'm going to talk about Crimes of the Future first, just because my thoughts are very brief on this film. I was actually pretty excited going into it. I like a lot of David Cronenberg's work. It can be a little too dense for me, a little too, admittedly, kind of too smart for me. I find his films a little too challenging, a little too, I don't know, a little too dense for me sometimes. I have not seen those movies. Where is it? I have Scanners right here. I have not seen this movie since I was 13, and I haven't seen The Fly since I was 12 when I first bought that. So that might be different now, but yeah, I've always found his movies to be really entertaining and really good, but just a little too much for me sometimes. And Crimes of the Future, I was really excited for it though. The trailers looked really good. David Cronenberg is known for his body horror, and I was really excited to just see some really disturbing body horror. And with Crimes of the Future, we just didn't get that. And I don't want to be disappointed because this was disturbing or like, one of those movies, oh, don't go see that. Everybody's going to walk out. You're going to throw up if you see it. You guys know what kind of movies I'm talking about. I was disappointed because of how much I didn't connect with it at all. I didn't find it disturbing. I didn't find it to be enthralling at all. I mean, the narrative was kind of cool. Everybody gave really good performances. It's shot really well. The idea is there. All of the themes of evolution and like playing with God in a weird, not playing with God, but playing with nature in like a weird way, or just stuff like that is intertwined into the movie. And a lot of themes of nihilism are really present here as well, which were cool. But honestly, I really just didn't connect with this thing. I did not find it all that interesting. I didn't really find the story all that compelling. I found it pretty directionless, if I'm being completely honest. I found, again, it to be a bit too dense, and this time, for like, it's a kind of detracting thing. All those other movies, they're a little dense, but they aren't, I don't know, I can't call them, they're not like, oh, they have their head up their own ass. None of those movies are like that. This movie definitely does. It's a very directionless. It's very aimless in a lot of points, and it's very, very slow and plotting and very metaphorical, but in a way that isn't interesting, in a way that is very, I don't know, kind of plain, in a way that takes this really cool concept and doesn't do a lot with it and kind of just really listless. It has a lot of really cool ideas. It has the visuals, it has the acting, it has, David Cronenberg's direction, which is really good. It has all these elements to be a good movie and one that I would really enjoy, but I don't think it goes far enough into its own world. Two, I really didn't connect with any of the characters on anything but a surface level whatsoever. And I just felt the movie to be really pointless. That this was kind of a pointless experience for me. I know a lot of other people got a lot out of this and found more to connect with, which I'm really, good for them. But honestly, this movie for me just kind of fell really flat. So I'm going to give Crimes of the Future a C. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't very good either. And the next movie and final movie that I'm going to talk about today is the Hulu original Fire Island. This is a movie that's been getting a lot of buzz, especially recently. On Letterboxd, I think it has a 3.7 rating, which is really, really good, especially for a Hulu original movie. So I was pretty excited going into this, and honestly, I can be lumped in with the people that really love this thing. Although I didn't love it per se, I loved a lot about it. So I think, one, the cinematography is gorgeous. I mean, so good. Which was really, really caught me off guard. But throughout the movie, it just had immaculate cinematography through and through. I mean, it was on another level for rom-coms, which is always really cool to see. And it felt more like a dramedy If I'm being honest, a lot of occurrences are really funny, but also have some weight to them. And I think that was really cool to see. All of the actors really play well off of each other. I think they all feel really genuine, and that's the main thing that I love about this movie is it feels so genuine. Anybody can watch this movie and relate to some aspect of it, and relate to some theme or message being touched upon, because one, we've all lived through summer, we've all had summer experiences, and that's what this movie is all about, is summer experiences, and then kind of losing that kind of youth full summer, I guess, is mainly what this movie is about. And I really did like that this movie wasn't about like LGBT people coming out, or like something along the lines where it makes the story so much about their token gayness, if that makes any sense. It's more so, it is very much a gay story and is about gay men, but it's more so in a way showing in such a positive light, in such like a relatable light, and and human and genuine, if that makes any sense. A lot of movies make the mistake of tokening their gayness, and it sucks. But with this movie, it feels so genuine, and it feels so real, and it feels like a lot of care was put into this film specifically, and that was really, really cool to see. And the only issues I have with it, because really I did really like this movie, was the script. The lead actor in this was the writer for the movie, and it's his first time writing, or first full screenplay, and it shows. It definitely shows. A lot of dialogue is a little stock and a little kind of generic. There is some issues with the structure of the movie sometimes. The movie kind of forgets about some plot lines and then brings them up later. That gets a little messy, and there's a narration tool that's used throughout the movie that is a little obnoxious and a little bit of a crutch. So even though there's some, I don't want to say amateurish, but unexperienced filmmaking techniques with this movie, I genuinely really did like it. And it's on the cusp of being something really, really great, but it is held back by being somewhat messy in terms of the script. So I'm going to give Fire Island a really strong B, almost a light B+, but I'm going to give it a strong B for now. I really did like this thing. Please go check it out if you haven't already. And that is my review for Fire Island and Crimes of the Future. So if you guys have seen this movie, either of these movies, let me know. It's very late, and I'm very tired, and I have a very bad headache. I have not felt good all day. That's why if I'm a little jumbled, that's why. But excuse me. But other than that, I will see you guys later.